EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Hey, check that, street.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. just a yard up to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Stick the Eagle! Stick the Eagle!
Huntley to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21G.
Tua going to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Get to the line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Dolphin.
Hey, get set.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Tyree Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll go down right on the edge edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Huntley's got this throw brought in here by Mayer. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw here, Huntley. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Two are going to try and go quickly here. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Harris will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Huntley off of play action. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Panther Street.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Come on. Hit. Big Lion.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man is Higgins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
21G.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to run with Harris into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, it's Harris, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now 3rd down and 7.
Hey, check that. Street.
Huntley going to change the play here. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check, Bobcat.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And running with power here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now he's loose again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here comes third down and 7. Now Huntley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 2nd down, Tua. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Let's go.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8 to throw Huntley. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Go, Reed. Go.
Now Huntley wants to audible to another look. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Watch it, Oscar. Someone high.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
20, TX.
Here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They hand this off to Harris. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, 21 TX.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He completes it to Wilson. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going right back to Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Tua. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Now Huntley. Runs over it. Able to connect with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And Huntley going to change the play here. He has Mayer complete, and he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Huntley. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Huntley working from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.